Abby! Have you seen Lady Legs? I can't find her anywhere. Oh no, she's been stolen.
I'm warning you, Beep. If you come any closer to me with that thing, I'll chuck your move controllers in the sink.
Let's begin!
The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets is a puzzle game where the main aim is to find a certain amount of pets that are hidden on each world. The game can be played with the DualShock controller, one move controller or two move controllers. One or two moves are the best options though, as it's a more natural and precise way of interacting with things. You can rotate for worlds by either grabbing them or by pressing a button. You can also raise and lower your height at any time too, thanks to another button press. To interact with things, you either simply touch something or grab something. Well, this game is a toughie to review because a lot of the fun here is poking and prodding each world to see what will happen. So I am going to try to keep this review a bit more basic than my other ones, as I really wouldn't want to ruin any of the surprises. The majority of the pets have a puzzle, which must be solved before you can collect them. The game doesn't guide you much at all, but it doesn't really need to, as object combinations for the most part are pretty easy to figure out. That's not to say there isn't a couple of trapped pets that won't have you pondering for a few minutes though, especially later on in the game, but most of your time here is actually spent searching every nook and cranny of each world to see what secrets it's hiding, and luckily this process is a pleasure, thanks to each world having a very unique theme, and the player interaction being of the highest quality. Berries fall off of bushes when poked, and wildlife also reacts to your touch. This game absolutely brings out your more playful nature and constantly rewards your curiosity. Amazing environment detail isn't only visible on the actual islands. Snowflakes fall all around you in one level, and you can dunk your head into the water or can actually become completely submerged by it. The audio changes too, so you really do feel like you're underwater. One thing I always look at in VR games is the sky, and luckily the resolution of it here is very high. It really needed to be for this type of game too, as it can be pretty noticeable in the corner of your eye due to the actual level being laid out right in front of you. This game can really be classed as not only a puzzle game but a hidden object one too, as a side collectible is also present, which comes in the form of coins that can be found by simply touching a glowing spot. The fact that these can be located in quite devious locations really demand that you take in the whole of each world's design, which is something you'd likely do anyway, but the fact that you are rewarded for it only elevates the satisfaction you get from the observation process. Visually you're rewarded for collecting all the animals too, as confetti shoots up from a location on the world and you can see every individual confetti piece. The graphics are crystal clear, even on the shadows, and the fact that the islands are so tiny compared to you, yet are brimming with so much detail, actually makes it one of the more beautiful locations to visit. The game is on the short side though. There is only 5 worlds in the game, which took me around an hour and 15 minutes to beat. I did take my time with the game though, and did collect everything, so it most likely could be completed a bit quicker. The story is narrated to you by your grandfather. A reoccurring theme is that you and your sister don't talk to each other anymore, and your grandfather is trying to remind you of all the good times you shared with her, and that they do outweigh the bad times. It's a pleasant and relaxing story, and only has good-natured messages to tell. It absolutely comes across as a children's story, but I do think even adults will appreciate being taken on this calming journey, especially after a hard day at work. The grandfather, sister and brother are all seen on each of the islands. An almost stop-motion-like effect is present on the characters, and it just adds so much more style to the game. This effect can also be seen on the pets. It just adds that extra emphasis on the story, as the characters stand out from the world more and have an extra visual relation. Charm and style is present throughout, whether it's actually visually seen or just applied to an element of the game, such as the coins that you collect being called pocket money. The game has a direct image and message it wants to express, and it never wanders off course. I'm not going to show all of the game's trophies, as some do reveal how to complete some of the game's puzzles. There is a few here for interacting with objects in ways that you most likely wouldn't if you didn't take a look at the list, but they're not hard to complete at all. You will also need to find every animal and every coin in the game to 100% the list, but unfortunately there isn't a platinum here up for grabs. If you didn't like the fact that I didn't delve too deeply into the puzzles, then I apologise, but I wouldn't want to ruin such an amazing experience for you. I really want you to go through the same joy that I had when exploring these amazingly crafted worlds, so it should come as no surprise that I do absolutely recommend this game. This may be one of the shorter games, but it's brimming with high quality throughout. It's one of them games that you just want to keep on playing and just can't put down, as you want to see what secrets and interactions the next world has for you. The puzzles here are very creative and are so much fun to solve. One of my few memories I can still remember when I was at a very young age was when I waved a dandelion in the air to see all of its parts float gracefully away in the wind. I was still learning about the physics of the world we live in, and this game absolutely brought back some of them memories. Each of the worlds here are just begging to be explored.
Beep, what are you doing?
That's it, Beep. From now on, I'm treating you like a pet too, and putting you on a leash. Not so funny now, is it, Beep? This game is actually made by the same people who brought us Apex Construct. It's great to see developers try different genres of games, especially when they come out as such high quality outings like this one. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more PSVR content.